Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your English teacher Fadi Kilani. Today, guys, I'd like to explain to you, teach you adverbs and adverbial phrases. First of all, let me talk about adverbs, the difference between adverbs and adverbial phrase. When I say adverbs only, that means one word, like quickly, dangerously, immediately. We call that adverbs. When I say adverbial phrases, more than one word. For example, in the morning, very proudly, we call these adverbial phrases. Let me show you guys different adverbs. Some adverbs and the majority of adverbs have ly at the end of the word, like nervously, widely, wisely, strictly, and we can't count them. There are a lot of adverbs in English. And if you would like to change the adjectives into adverb, just add ly. For example, strict, strictly, beautiful, beautifully, dangerous, dangerously. But student, on the other side, we have some words that without ly, according to the meaning of the adverbs, like always, almost, for example, in the morning, never, well. These words are adverbs. According to the meaning, you can recognize that. Here, let me start, student. I'm going to show you what is the adverb and adverbial phrase, and I explained that. But let me talk here the function of adverbs. In general, the function of adverbs describe mainly the verb in the sentence. For example, he opened the door quickly. Quickly describe the verb in that sentence, opened. But sometimes the adverbs describe other adjective or other adverbs. Adverbial phrases also a group of words that collectively modifies a verb. And here, let me show you the first example. She moved her eyes slowly up the jug past the thin green stems. The adverb is slowly here because it has ly at the end of the adjective. Slow adjective, slowly adverb. But we call this one all adjectival phrase. And let me show you also different examples, more examples. I think these examples are so simple. The first one, the girl patiently waited in the car. Here the verb is waited, patiently adverb, in the car adverbial phrase. Quickly and quietly, he opened the door. Quickly and quietly, adverb or adverbial phrase. Student, describe the verb, and patiently describe the verb waited. If you would like to recognize and understand the adverb in the sentence or question or any statement quickly, you can put in your mind 3 questions. You can use how, when, where to find out the adverb in the sentence. For example, when I say, how did the girl wait in the car? Patiently. Okay, where did the girl wait patiently? In the car. And also we can use when. Sometimes we have a sentence with time. And here, student, let us go to practice. We have 2 practices here. In the first one, you are going to find or circle the adverb or adverbial phrase in the sentence. You can read them, okay, in your book, page 217, and circle the adverbial phrase. Number 1 is done. Let's go to number 2. Lily opened her present with extreme care. The adverbial phrase with extreme care. The wind blew through the trees, adverbial phrase also. We walked without saying a word to anyone. Without saying a word, adverbial phrase that describe the verb walked. Sally will probably take notes in class. Probably is the adverb in a class adverbial phrase. Jean tapped his fingers nervously on the table. Nervously on the table is the adverbial phrase in this sentence. And here, students, we have different adverbs, and you are going to put them in the sentence: extremely, dangerously, immediately, totally, quickly, perfectly. By the way, these 6 words are adverbs, but you can change them into adjective by removing ly. Now, I can show you, students, the answers of these practices. Look, practice 1 with extreme care, through the trees, without saying a word, probably nervously. And practice B, students, in the second sentence we have to use quickly, then extremely, totally, dangerously, and perfectly. You can find that, and you can find that in your book, page 217, and you can copy the answers and put them in your book. The last exercise about adverbs and adverbial phrases. Here, student, in your workbook we have 2 exercises. The first one, we have different instructions here. You have to circle the verb, then you have to underline the adverb and underline the adverbial phrase. Number 1, he politely opened the door. The adverb is politely. You have to underline politely and circle the opened. The man walked quickly to the shop. Yeah, where's the verb? Verb walked. Okay, the quickly is the adverb. To the shop, adverbial phrase. He marched very proudly in the parade. Proudly in the parade, adverbial phrase. And marched is the verb. They live happily in Canada for many years. The verb is lived happily in Canada for many years, adverbial phrase. This exercise is very important, and this one talks about the place of the, or the position of the adverb. Where can we put the adverb? In which place? There are 3 options or more sometimes. We can say, look, the first one, gracefully, and we have to put comma if we would like to put the adverb at the beginning. Gracefully, comma, she danced in the moonlight. The second option, okay, she gracefully danced in the moonlight. The last one, she danced gracefully in the moonlight, and she danced in the moonlight gracefully. And here we have other examples. Let us talk about number 6, and you can do the rest of the sentences. John arrived, and we have to use finally at the cafe. We have adverbial phrases and we have adverb. We can say also, finally John arrived at the cafe, or John finally arrived at the cafe. John arrived finally at the cafe, and John arrived at the cafe finally. Last thing, students, I'm going to show you the model answers. Here you can see that. Yeah, the model answers for number 1 and number 2 until 8. And look, here we have different options to put the adverb. And this is very important in grammar and writing. Thank you so much for watching this video, student. I hope you find and you like that video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.